Every player has a responsibility here, and the problems we've got today just don't spring from people's opposition, blind opposition to the president. They come from honest disagreements and from the president mishandling this relationship from top to bottom.
Endorse it.
One second, though. But what you seem to be glossing over in that equation is the fact that Democrats actually were willing to compromise, right? And every poll that is now taken of Republican voters, and they ask, well, you want someone who is willing to compromise or who will stick to their position, they always say, unlike independents, unlike Democrats, say, I want someone who's going to stick to their position and do not compromise. And that is the kind of politician that Republicans are sending to Washington now. And that is a very different...
That is the same attitude...
Wait 1 second, I'll let you finish. Hold on a second. And the other thing that you kind of gloss over is that I'm not saying on the policy point that every person who's opposed to Obama, that they don't have a reason to be. I think they genuinely do, and I think we should have policy discussions. What we should not be doing is chipping away at the franchise of voting because
let me talk about that just briefly. I know you're passionate about this, but look at the evidence. Georgia has had a voter ID law the longest, and black participation and Asian American participation and Latino participation have grown during that period more than it has among the white population. We cannot cash a check without photo ID. You can't get on an airplane without a photo ID. One of the most precious things we have as an American is the sanctity of the ballot. People have died for it.
I love how people who get on airplanes all the time talk about what you need to get on an airplane when you don't understand how poverty is lived in America. And people who are really poor never actually get onto airplanes.
Well,
all right,
well,
I'd like you to weigh in on this. I'd like Doris to weigh in on this.
Fine. Let's get down to the ad hominem attacks. But the fact of the matter is that I come from Texas. We have people stealing ballots in Democratic primaries who've now gone to jail. And should we sit by and say, oh, that doesn't matter? If it happens, it's a minor
Doris
thing.
Kearns Goodwin.
I just want to get back to the question that Charles raised. Why is it broken? And if I had to name one reason why it's broken, it is the power of money in this system today. It is the poison in the system. And I know it's always been there. I know that we had bosses in the past. I know there was corruption in the past. It's the amount of time that it takes our politicians to raise the funds. It's the special interest that they are then beholden to. It's the fact that they're not doing the business of the country. And I blame everybody for it.